Low-quality fans of a high-quality Bruins team. That is a dub, the 60-second dub of the campaign. I'm in a hotel room, just doing a quick recording, a one-taker. Not going to be a long video, but I just want to chat about a couple quick things. I have no sound equipment, no lighting equipment, nothing, so we're just doing this right now. But a 60-second win of the season. We gotta talk a little bit about it, right? First of all, phenomenal game. I feel very, very lucky that I was able to be there for this. I'm still throwing around the idea of flying to Philly and trying to see number 63 possibly. But financially, I don't think that's a great decision. I don't think I have the money for that, but that's fine. First things first, though. The people who came out to say hi, thank you so much. You have no idea how much it means to me. I really, really appreciate it. Julie at Sullivan's Tavern, I really appreciate you coming out. Tyler and Dan at the game. David and Monique. And by the way, fun thing about David and Monique, Monique, since the mid-90s, is a Vancouver fan, right? She decided to be a Vancouver fan, which has maybe not worked out super well for her, but she's very cheery and she has a good attitude about it. You love to see that. And then David, huge Bruins fan. 2011, they were talking about how people avoided them during that series, especially during Game 7, because they were like, this is a family dispute. We got to stay out of it. Those are fun stories to hear. Thank you guys. Zach and Amanda after the game, just everybody who came out. I really, really appreciate it. Dan, I'm sorry to your buddy that he didn't get to see Hughes break the franchise points in a season record for the Devils. I think that's what he mentioned to me. I didn't even know that was on a table. I kind of have to look that up. Hughes is having a hell of a season. Like, we thought he would be better, but that guy's a superstar. What a game, though. What a freaking game. It was fantastic through and through. All the goals scored early, but it just turned into this goaltending exhibition with Blackwood, of all goalies. I want to see them play Vanacek a little bit because I feel like we played Blackwood every single time, and he's not their better goalie, right? So, I don't know. That's a matchup where we've beaten the Devils all 3 times, and most of them on the second half of a back-to-back. This was the only game. I think we won 2 games that we were in the second half of a back-to-back. And then there was this one where we almost had our full lineup. Of course, Krejci's still not in. Hall, welcome back, baby. Fantastic game by him, I thought. Trying to think of what the other lineup changes were off the top of my head. I just don't have a lot of notes on anything right now. And I really appreciate all the messages and everything were awesome. And I know I didn't get back to everybody super fast, but I kind of wanted to tune out and just watch the game. No notes, nothing, just be right there. And it was so fun. It was so fun. Ullmark is the first thing I want to talk about because I don't have a breakdown of the game note by note. But Ullmark, you are just a beauty, eh? So unbelievably good. And the entire game, no save was better than the Hughes breakaway. We're up a goal. Like, this is huge. Stones him 5-hole. Follows the rebound. Hughes gets it again. Stones him short side. And I want to say it was Siegenthaler, though I don't have a great memory on this. Comes in for that third chance and desperation save, just knocks it down by foiling up. He's such a superstar. And we've been talking about, you see it a lot in social media, the Sorokin news and how he's been dragging this Islanders team kicking and screaming to the playoffs. And that's not untrue. But at the end of the day, there are seasons where you have 2 goalies whose numbers are close and you just go, yeah, I mean, he had a much worse team in front of him. He deserves the Vezina. Ullmark does have a great team in front of him. A better team than the Islanders have in front of Sorokin. Absolutely. But at the end of the day, you can't just sit there and be like, Sorokin would have these unbelievable numbers behind this Bruins team. You just can't assume that. And you can't assume that Ullmark's career year wouldn't be better than Sorokin's year in the Islanders if they swapped teams, right? I just firmly believe if the numbers are that different and Ullmark is leading every category, you can't rob him of the hardware that he's so rightfully earned just because the team in front of him is better. Like, take away, fine. You want to go, all right, well, he's leading in wins, but really behind this team. How many games have we won because Ullmark stood on his head? If you haven't watched the Bruins, you probably assume not that many because of our depth. Well, you don't know this. But we've won a ton of games because Ullmark was unbelievable. It's been a huge part of our success. Empty net goals. I'm not saying our offense isn't good, but We have won plenty of games that were tight or should have been tighter, but Ullmark just kept them out of the net. Yes, you can tell me all day till you're blue in your face that Sorokin's a better goalie than Ullmark. And I'll believe you. But guess what? This year, Ullmark's been better. And that's what this trophy is about. And going forward, who knows who the better goalie is going to be? Sorokin's got more of a history of being a fantastic goalie than Ullmark. Fine. Ullmark still deserves it this year. And if the situations were reversed, there's not an Islander fan alive who would say, oh yeah, I think even though his numbers are way worse, I think Ullmark. Like, imagine if it was Rangers and Islanders. And they're like, well, Shesty, he might have worse stats across the board, but he's got a worse team in front of him. He deserves it. No Islanders fan is going to say that. I think it's disingenuous to act like the Vezina isn't Ullmark's to lose at this point. And there'll be voters who decide to get cheeky with it, but I mean, if he's earned it, he's earned it. That's my whole take. Another couple things about this game, though. Meier, I know we're a little pissed at him right now for two things. He blew up Zboril on the crease, no call, unbelievable no call. Just Zboril didn't have the puck, just crushed him, right? We got away with stuff too. I want to be super clear. And I had great seats. I was blessed to have great seats. I'm so thankful that I got to be here for this. And I saw elbows that went uncalled. I saw cross-checks that went uncalled. Both sides. There were missed calls all over the place. So I'm really not on this whole, like, the refs one way or another were leaning. I'm just not on that boat for this one. I know we've had that conversation in the past. That should have been called, obviously. And Meier plays with an edge. But we're really more annoyed about the 0.6 seconds left on the clock and Meier blows up Pasternak. But I want to give a little different of a spin on this. If Meier was on our team and he saw a green light hit on a superstar player to set a point, I don't think he was intentionally trying to injure. I really don't think that exists that much in this league, that people try to injure these guys that they've known for so long. Like, these guys are still people, and I just don't think they want, there's a couple of guys, but I don't think they want to injure other players. But a green light hit on a superstar, you take that every time. I mean, if I'm in the NFL and I got a chance to hit a quarterback, I'm putting juice on that hit. I want to make this guy rattled. So yeah, if you can get it into a series with this team and that player's now looking over his shoulder every time you're on the ice, you take that chance. Do I think it's a bullshit hit? Sure. Fine. Yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying, I get it. I understand it. I know why the Devils fans like it. I'm not going to sit there and freak out over it, because at the end of the day, if the situation was reversed, they laid a big hit at the end of the game, no injuries, good. Make your point. So I just think that's one of those that I could be like, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Hall back. Fantastic. Love to see that. Zacha, 2 goals against his old team. Remember how that was a 1-for-1 for Howla? Pretty good. Pretty good. Zacha's been great. And although that second line has its ups and downs, and it needs Krejci to have the true talent to, like, outscore their advanced analytics, because possession-wise and shot quality-wise, they're not always the better line for who they're playing against. But really, Zacha's just been a great ad. Even if he's just a utility guy who can play anywhere you need him for a little while, he's just been great. And the 2 goals is just a feather in the cap. And there's 2 goals that Blackwood he should have at least had the second one. That can't go in the net. I mean, Devils fans all day till they're blue in the face can actually sit there and go, this was a great game by our team. Away, by the way, on TD Garden ice. And if Blackwood makes a couple saves that he should have in the beginning, and he was stellar through the second half, don't get me wrong. He made some huge saves. But this was a really tight coin flip kind of game. They should be proud of what they put out. The Bruins were better, though. And that's what we've had all year, is even in the tight games, the close games, the Bruins just find a way to win. And God willing, we're going to keep getting that in the playoffs. This team has been something special. And to be able to talk about 62 wins, and maybe with 3 games left, 63, 64, that'd be unbelievable. You get to see this once in a lifetime for your team to be able to kind of push a record like this. There's just nothing to complain about with it. We did get confirmation, by the way, that the goalies going forward, it's going to be Swayman against Philly tonight, and then it's going to be Ullmark, and then it's going to be a to-be-determined goalie against the Habs for the final game of the season. Andrew on the Short Shift Pod has said that he believes he's heard wind that it's going to be Brandon Bussi, who actually just got called up, along with Carrick, Letary, Ashan, and I believe I'm missing one other name, Steen. So we are clearly going to start resting guys. But I think there's still a chance that one more win, couple bounces, we're going to have a really not lackluster, but a dulled down roster over the next couple of games, as we should. Hall's not going to play tonight against Philly. That was always the plan. It's not due to injury or agitating anything. Doubtful we see Krejci. I'd be surprised if we didn't rest McAvoy after he'd come back so quickly. But we'll see. I haven't gotten the full lineup for tonight yet. And I know this is an impromptu, weird. I might have repeated myself a couple times in this video. It's just, usually I have notes because I'm a big dumb idiot and my memory kind of sucks. But I just wanted to put something out there. I have had a blast, and I'm so thankful and happy that I got to be here for this. And again, for the people that came out to say hi, thank you so much. A couple of you guys got some free shirts, which is always nice. We are going to do a limited run of the That's a Dub shirt, maybe some stickers, things like that, around the start of the playoffs. So we're going to set up kind of a team store for that. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. I'm sorry if any of this is rambly and doesn't make any sense. It's been a hell of a couple days. We're going to go to the aquarium because I like to look at fish. Literally, that's the whole reason. I really like aquariums. Doesn't everyone like aquariums, right? I mean, I just wish they sold beer. Like, you could be there and get a little, Anyway, that's a whole different conversation. But I feel like there's one more thing I got to say. Go Bees. Go Bees! Bye-bye.